time it is. It's episode 20 of The Movement.
The Movement.
We are officially live. How's everybody doing this Saturday noon? Don't want to call it morning. It's officially noon. We are not in the morning anymore. I hope everybody is doing well. You already know Cal Trey's already in the building. Best show on Saturday. Best show on Tuesday. Best show on Wednesday. I'm starting to see a trend with Cal Trey, by the way. Alright, we got Ali Abdonagi commenting saying, yo. Alright, so last week we had Hamza's friends. This week it seems like we're going to have Zach's friends. Alright, that's who it is. We're going to have a vote of whose friends commented more by the end of the show as well. Welcome to episode 20 of the Movement Podcast. Today's topic is about excuses, and more excuses. I usually stop at 3, but since there's 4 of them in the table, I'm going to do it 4 times, alright? Today's topic is all about excuses. We're going to talk about what's the craziest excuse you've ever heard, what's the craziest excuse you've ever used, you know, why are excuses a bad thing, and how it can be actually a really bad thing and lead to, you know, a lifestyle, which is what we're worried about. And, you know, we're going to talk about who uses the most excuses at this table. We're going to have the vote. But, of course, we're going to have the questions game at the end. The topic is about excuses. We have our word of the day, which is finesse. And then we also have Ali ending us off with some weekend motivation. Weekend motivation. So, Ali, I hope you're ready. Did you prepare that?
Nope.
Okay.
But I'll be ready.
All right. I was hoping you were going to say yeah, because Ali was prepared last week. All right?
I was prepared last week.
He was prepared last week. All right? So, with that said, we got to give a shout out to our sponsors. Our 2 sponsors are Give to Gain and the Balkan House Restaurant. First of all, shout out to Give to Gain. There are already, again, news in Yemen, I think from yesterday, where it's another reason why you should donate to the people who are less fortunate in Yemen. Because there was another, I believe, bombing or killing that happened in Yemen. And, you know, a lot of things are happening in Yemen. It's the largest humanitarian crisis in aid operation. 5 million are at risk of famine. 15 million people need water or sanitation support. If you want to Venmo, it is at Give, the number 2, Gain. Zelle 313-445-8638, and then in Cash App, money symbol Give, the number 2, Gain. With that said, fellas, how's everybody doing, man? Zach, you all right? Great. Yusuf?
Nice.
How you feeling, man?
Feeling good.
Welcome back. It was a nice first week. It was our most viewed episode so far, so we appreciate those that are watching. You know, we're all about that and all about the fans. So if y'all have any comments y'all want to make, keep making them. Let's have some fun. Hamza T.
You know, it's chill. It's pretty chill right now.
Ready to get the show on the road? Yeah. Ali?
You know what I'm saying? I just woke up 2 hours ago, but, you know, I'm feeling rejuvenated. A word that he used last week. Yes, sir. That was nice.
See, man, hey, Ali low-key is creeping up the rankings, by the way. All right, we have a ranking system of who is the best person on the podcast. Like, brings the most energy, entertainment, answers. It's all everything.
He's creeping up.
You can do a poll and then you can.
Nah, he's creeping up. He's creeping up.
We're gonna wait on the poll until we get people really ready to comment on our stuff. All right, but we're gonna have a vote. All right, now that y'all watching, real talk. I want to know who brings the most to the table. The contracts are gonna change for each person next year. All right, there might be a money symbol next to it. It might be more than the
Rams,
other.
you ready?
So, hey, y'all sleeping on Ramsey, man. He been killing the video department, man. I hope you zooming in today, man. Though, make sure we zoom in and have some fun with it. All right, but with that said, today's topic is about excuses. All right, and we ain't trying to make any excuses, right?
Exactly.
But we want to start off by saying, why is excuses a bad thing? And I just want to first off say, I don't know if the sound's coming from your phone, Hamza, but I'm hearing the sound. You can listen, you can watch it. Just turn down the sound. But my thing is that excuses. This topic is very important because as a PE teacher, as a coach, as a big brother, you know, I'm hearing a lot of excuses in life. And I sit there and I want to have topics that have meaning at this movement table. Last week we had our fun. You know, I feel like we was going at it a lot. This is not what usually happens on our show. We like to talk about stuff. We definitely disagree on stuff, and it can't happen that way. But, you know, I just want to let y'all know we wanted to have a little fun. You know, every week we try to come in with a topic that hopefully can make a difference at least, or something, all right? So today's topic is about excuses, all right? So why is it a bad thing to always come up with excuses? Zach.
Okay.
Oh, you want to go? Yusuf, go ahead.
I just start off by saying I don't like the term excuses, man. I just don't like it, man, because I'm going to get more into detail, but you know, start.
No, go ahead. I want you to go. You're already talking. Might as well.
What's the question?
Why is it a bad thing to always come up with excuses? Maybe you could first tell us why you don't like the term excuses, Yusuf.
All right, man, because I can give an example. So, like, come on, like, playing basketball. Let's say you have a turnover. You say, oh, man, the ball slipped. Is that an excuse?
Yes.
So what I was trying to tell you before the show started is that there are reasons and then there are excuses. Reasons are legitimate excuses.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What's an excuse, though?
An excuse is, let me give you an excuse. All right? Zach said today that y'all woke up a little late or y'all went a little late. That to me is a reason. Not a legit thing, but it's a reason why you guys, showed up a little bit later, but they're on time. Remember, guys, late is showing up on time is 15 minutes early. You just got that message, right? He said 10 minutes early. That what he did, or 20 minutes early? 40?
20.
3:40? 20 minutes early, okay?
Yes, sir.
So if you show up at 4 o'clock and it's practice at 4 o'clock, you're not on time. You should be showing up at 3:40. You need time to put on your cleats, move your body around a little bit,
Stretch.
Get ready, stretch, hopefully. But yeah, so my point is that you later said, man, this guy's Ali and Hamza. That's the excuse part.
Nah,
yes, it is. You agree, Hams?
An excuse and joke.
Hamza came out 2 seconds.
I know. That's a whole
But I'm just
different
saying, when you start blaming others, is now you're coming up with excuses. That's what I think is the difference. But go ahead, continue on.
No, man. No, I just said, for example, man, that's a joke, bro. That's different.
I know, but people do that. So it might be your fault, and then these guys might have been 1 minute late. Like, man, these guys, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the difference.
But can that also be a reason, having someone else mess up your thing?
Yes, because if you actually showed up on time and then they showed up late.
But I'm picking them up, though.
I know,
but
but
show up in the same time. Come on.
The difference is, like, let's say, what time do you usually pick them up? Let's use this as an example. What time do you usually?
First I get Ali.
What time?
And if we gotta be here at like 11:45, I get him like around 11:25.
It's not true.
That's not true.
11:20.
I disagree with you because I can already tell.
That is
if
true.
you're already
But
first
I still
picking them
have
up,
to get Hamza though.
then you're not picking up at 11:20. You're not picking them up at 11:20. Okay, let's go back to 11 o'clock time. What time you should pick up Ali?
11:20. I mean 10:20.
10:20.
Okay, 10:20. But that was when I used to tell y'all to come at 11.
No. We used to come out like 11:30. We used to leave the house 11:30. No.
Go to sleep.
No, we used to leave the house 11:20. Then go to Ali's house. And then go to Hamza.
So my reasoning, let's not focus on this too much. I just want to tell y'all my reasoning is that if you come up with, so you having a reason something happened is legitimate. But once you start blaming others, I think that's when it starts becoming an excuse.
I think
as long as your reason is legitimate, though.
I think it is called an excuse if it's the same thing you keep saying multiple times.
Okay, I mean I agree with that too. I agree with that too. So why is it a bad thing to always come up with an excuse, Yusuf? How about that?
I mean, like I said, man, if you keep saying it over and over, it's obviously you're gonna be blamed for that, and you're not gonna be taken serious. So that's why I think it's a bad thing to have excuses.
Zach, big general.
To me, excuses not bad, because everybody don't make excuses. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, excuses not bad. You know?
Hamza T.
You know, man.
Hey, by the way, Zach, everybody. Zach, ladies and gentlemen. Zach.
Hilarious.
If I had the claps ready, I would have clapped. But
Some recent news on that?
hold on. We got some recent news on Zach. What's up? Layup misser?
Oh, no. Nothing go.
Oh, yeah. We have some news on Zach. I mean, we're going to let Zach break the news. Do you want to break the news, Zach? Well, here. Let me just do this right quick, all right? We're going to do this for Zach. All right? But go ahead, Zach. Hamza, you want to answer the question now? Why is it a bad thing to always come up with excuses?
You know, it's a bad thing to always come up with excuses because, like, you're going to get used to saying excuses, you know? Like, nobody's going to believe you every time you say, like, the same thing like what Yusuf said. And, you know, the only person to blame is yourself, you know? You can't blame others when you're the one that did the wrong thing. So, yeah.
Are you speaking off experience or no?
I'm giving him a round of applause for that.
I'm just speaking off of other people's experiences.
Great answer by Hamza. Hamza got 1, Zach 0, Yusuf at 0, right? Ali Abdullah, talk to me.
It's pretty much what they said. You know, excuses, it'll turn into a habit of you just using the same thing, and then as you keep making up excuses about someone, or not about someone, but about what happened in the situation, you know, people aren't gonna really take you serious every time, because first of all, nobody likes to hear an excuse, especially like what you said, like how he brought up the basketball. Like, you know, as a teammate, I'd be like, man, come on, why are you making up excuses? Just forget about it. Next play. I did not need to hear that. Just, you know.
Great answer, and everybody has had a good answer. By the way, I just want to say that it's valid reasons, and I also want to make one thing clear. Hopefully, for people that don't know, first of all, Yusuf, my brother, has been an on-time dude all the time, and he was on time today. I just want to make that clear, on-time dude. All right. Second of all, everybody makes excuses. Everybody has had their fair share of excuses in their life. It's hopefully when you start to get older, the less excuses you make. You know, because I got a couple bullet points to answer this question. Number one is excuses is a sign of immaturity and maturity. I'm going to be real with you. The less excuses you make, the more mature you're becoming. Zach, just want to give you out there. I'm just throwing it out there because you had that face like, what are you talking about? Seriously, it's a sign of maturity and immaturity. Because you'll realize that at the end of the day, it's all about you. You control your own destiny in a way. You know, you make sure if a situation happens, you make sure that it doesn't happen again. Y'all mentioning that an excuse, you know, starts to get annoying, starts to become an excuse when it happens over more than one time. So once something happens, like I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say I'm picking up my friend and he's late on me. Either A, I ain't picking him up no more, or B, I'm gonna go there a little earlier, like 10-15 minutes earlier next time, just so I can plan for him being late to come out. You know what I'm saying? So just, you know, and then again, being real with yourself. You have to be real with yourself. At the end of the day, it's you. Even if it's someone else's fault, it's still you at the end of the day. You have to take accountability of it. For real. Like, you have to understand that, you know, you control your own destiny, man. You control your own destiny. So, to me, at the end of the day, excuses, I also put this quote down, excuses will always be there for you, opportunity won't. Yeah. It's easy to make excuses. It's the easy way out. Anything happens, you want to make an excuse. All right? So, excuses will always be there for you. Opportunity won't. So, go ahead, Zach.
I'm saying, look at the comments.
Look at the comments. Look at the comments, all right? Look at the comments. Why is Zach smirking? Here we go. If you always come up with an excuse that makes you an unreliable person, someone who's not out for the job, someone who loves to blame others and not themselves, all right? Imagine blowing a layup, shaking my head, all right? Yeah. Do you have a reasoning or an excuse for that?
Yes.
Well, actually, we'll debate it. Go ahead.
You know, I missed one yesterday too, you know? I had a deep missing.
Go ahead.
I missed one yesterday too, you know, because we had a game. I had a great move, you know what I'm saying? I was like dribbling the ball up the court, you know? Defender, you know, I know the defender was gonna reach, because he reached last time. I dribbled the ball, you know, I came up the court. I was acting like I was dribbling slow. Just baited him, you know what I'm saying? Baited him. He reached it, did a spin, juked him out, you know? Right up in lane too. Right up in lane. But the center, Royce, man, he was like telling me to go right open, but he was like switching sides, so I don't know which way he's gonna go. And then last second, he went to the left. So I had to move my body all the way to the right. And I missed the layup.
Honestly, man, I just think that's like...
so you're blaming it on Royce?
No, I'm not blaming on Royce.
See, I see. That's where you're okay until you brought someone else's name in there. See, this is what I'm trying to explain.
But I did it on purpose, bro.
Okay, well, that is a reason then. Whether you did it on purpose or not. You coming up with that reasoning is a reason. As soon as you put someone else's name, I think that's when it becomes an excuse.
Bro, I did it because we talk about excuses, bro.
Alright, what'd you say?
I don't think if you bring someone else, that's a, like, automatic excuse. I mean, I don't know.
Most scenarios.
Most scenarios?
I'll say that, yeah, most of the time.
Zach, explain your story one more time, please. Just kidding, you don't have to explain your story one more time. I just have to go over it. What'd you say? Go ahead.
I said the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
Kyrie Irving didn't want to get vaccinated.
Right.
Yes.
Is that his fault?
Is that... No, hold on. Is that... let's say there was...
That's a reason.
That's it.
That's a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'm saying, hold on. Let's say they were losing. Is that an excuse why they're losing? Or is that a reason?
Great question.
That's a reason.
I think there's a difference, by the way, guys. I think there's really a difference between a reason and an excuse. Okay?
I know that's a dumb decision, but it's his decision, you know?
I'll explain why it's a reason.
Why is it his fault that they're losing?
Can you explain why it's a reason?
Okay, so you said he got vaccinated, so he can't play, right?
Yeah.
So it's a reason because he's, you know, one of their top players in the Brooklyn Nets. He's a very good player, and like without Kyrie Irving, he's not there. The team's not gonna do as good.
He can play, but not home games, right? And
Yeah,
not,
I think
that's
New
not the
York is
point.
required to have a
and
vaccine.
not in Boston too.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, let's just give people said, yo, yes, it's cold. All right, we got the studio warming up right now. We got the studio warming up as we're talking. All right, and keeping it going. Also, congratulations, Big General. Yes, we're gonna give it a round of applause for Big General. For those that don't know, he got accepted into Cass Tech. Alhamdulillah. I'm proud of you. I'm happy that you're there with his family. So glad to hear that. So congratulations to Big General on that part. So yeah, that kind of answers the first question of why is it a bad thing to always come up with an excuse? Because guys, when you always use excuses, guess what's gonna happen? That's not gonna go away. Yeah. You're gonna build a habit of always coming up with an excuse. Forget these guys are actually good people when it comes to excuses. I'm talking about people that like use it for everything. Like students that are sitting there, and by the way, I asked the question is, do the younger generation give more excuses than the older generation? I don't know. I think we're all humans. I think that we all been making excuses. It all depends on who you are and how you were raised. You know what I'm saying? And don't let someone else, like, don't be that person that blames people. I'm telling you. Take accountability of everything, because at the end of the day, we're all going to be judged of what we did in situations, not what another person did on our situation, all right? So that's why I think that, accountability matters. But, we're talking about the conversation of excuses. It's going to happen. My whole point is don't let it happen again, and that's all that matters, all right? But what are some of the craziest excuses you guys ever heard, all right? The craziest excuses that you guys have ever heard. Hamza T. I'm going to start. Oh, Ali, you want to start?
I don't even know.
You don't even know? How about you, Hamza?
I don't know, but I'll think of one right now.
Like someone that even called off work. Someone that didn't do their homework in the classroom.
I was gonna say something like, there you go, Rams.
What did you say?
Dog ate my homework.
A dog ate my homework. Did a student
Actually,
ever use that actually?
I got one, man.
Go.
And it's somebody in this table too, like, and I'm always like, this guy Yusuf right here, man. Like, I be going to Corner Cafe, right? And like he's supposed to come at work.
Hold on, relax. What's going on? Don't think. What are you gonna say?
Yeah, but before you say something, all right. Will this answer yourself this question? Will this get him fired? Will this get him in trouble?
It won't get him in trouble because obviously
Cal's watching.
They know.
Yeah, Cal is watching.
Cal's watching.
You gotta watch out.
No, go.
You gotta watch out
Like,
for Cal Trey.
So like he's supposed to come in at a like specific time, right? And like for the past for the days I've been there, he hasn't been on time.
Oh, there's reasons. See,
Yeah, but like the reasons, like I don't know if like they're like
Valid?
valid or not.
He's just putting his own opinion out there, man. I mean, that's fine.
But that's the only thing I can remember. I just
I'm
wanted
not
to say
gonna
that.
speak on my personal stuff, so no.
Yeah, you don't have to speak on your personal stuff, but that is a good example of that, I guess. But if he has valid reasons, then he has valid reasons.
Yeah, like I said.
So that is though a good example. So you ever heard of any crazy excuse that?
Not for me, cause I don't remember the last time I had an excuse, but I heard like something like my fish drowned, or like my fish died. I don't know.
My fish drowned?
No, my fish.
Fish.
Oh, my fish drowned?
It died. I don't know.
Oh, like for doing a homework assignment?
Yeah.
That their fish drowned it?
Yeah.
Did you ever hear anything else? Anybody watching or listening, any comment that you guys have ever heard somebody say of an excuse, please share. We want to laugh a little bit. I'm trying to think right now from students-wise. Like, me, my top pet peeve is when students don't bring their gym shoes. And they sit there and they say, my parents forgot to pack the bag. Obviously, kindergarten, first grade, I give them the benefit of the doubt. But real talk, I look at second graders and above that they should know. Straight up, they should know. I think they're old enough to know. So they forget their gym shoes and you wear boots, you're not allowed to play. You have your own separate little thing going on, assignment stuff. So hearing that, and then also hearing, like, I guess leaving it, not knowing how to tie their shoes. And because nobody taught me. Okay? That's the excuse. Do you think that's a valid reason?
No, it's an excuse.
It's an excuse?
I think it's a reason, because I know it does.
It's a valid reason.
Yeah.
Nobody taught him. How was I learn?
Listen, I feel like if it's a reason if it's like happening that like at that time. Like I'm gonna make for
do you mean at
example,
that
let's say
time?
an excuse, right? Let's say
When should kids know how to tie their shoes? This is the question of the
first
day.
grade.
First grade.
First grade.
Kindergarten.
Okay,
As soon as you have shoes that needs to be tied and you're going to a public setting, you need to know how to tie your shoes. Your kids should know how to tie their shoes because, guys, adults ain't got time for that, and you don't want your kid to trip over their shoelaces. like, don't get me wrong. Obviously, you see a kid, their shoes untied, you want to tie their shoes, but it's hard when you have so many kids coming in and their shoes are untied. You know what I'm saying? So, go ahead.
I'll never fail because my shoelace, bro.
Well, it's a very higher chance of falling.
I don't know why I keep saying
It is a high chance. I never felt to my own self, but
Right,
Not a high chance.
someone
it's a
else,
higher chance.
and they step on your
Are you saying that's
lace.
the reason?
What is?
What you just said. Why they didn't? Because they never taught them?
I think that's an excuse. I'm going off excuses. I think kindergarten, first grade, they'll at least get the benefit of the doubt. But again, from second through up, you should know how to tie your shoes, in my opinion. And
I think
so,
first through up.
yeah, first through. I mean, realistically, I think kindergarten personally, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. All right. Craziest excuse you've ever used. Let's keep it real,
I want to say
please.
something.
Yes.
I think everything starts off with a reason, and then eventually builds up to an excuse. Because listen, how you said, I didn't have someone. What if someone in kindergarten says that, and they keep saying that second, third grade, fourth grade? That's gonna be an excuse after, right? Because you have all that time you didn't get to do it.
Good analysis, guys. I don't know if y'all peeping this, but we kind of going deep on this conversation right now. All right, we're taking it to the next level. All right, we're taking it to tier 2 right now, possibly tier 3. All right. So Zach, be honest. There are times in Ms. Black Year's class, I know you have a couple excuses in Ms. Black Year's. So when you got in trouble, Zach, let's keep it real. What's the craziest excuse you've ever used?
I never got in trouble. Like,
I'm a teacher at the school. All right. I know Zach when he has and has not gotten in trouble. All right. They used to call him Silent Lunch King back in middle school.
I never really got in trouble, you know. I never really use excuses.
Yeah,
See, Zach, this is not fun, man. You gotta have
I'm
something.
for
You
real.
gotta use excuses. You always have excuses. You know what? I'm gonna think of Zach's excuse as his coach. What's Zach's excuse? All right.
I think I have a scenario that happened.
Go ahead.
So this was back in 6th grade, Miss Black Year's class.
Zach Black Year or you Black Year?
Me.
Okay.
You guys both have them.
They both have
Yeah.
Black Year in 6th grade. That's why I asked.
Spell me.
Hanley International Academy. Shout out to Hanley.
I had a black year too.
You did?
You did too?
Oh yeah, he did.
Right,
He did.
Well, she had a trio. We gotta have her
Yeah.
on the show. Talk some smack to y'all.
I was a favorite.
I was a favorite.
Oh, she gonna have to answer that question
I
on
was
the
a
show.
favorite.
There's no
If
way.
I had to guess, I think it would be Hamza T.
Oh my gosh.
I was like the nicest student.
If
in there,
I had
bro.
to take a guess,
Oh my god.
Zach, you were giving her trouble.
No,
Zach.
Honestly,
No,
it was
it wasn't.
probably Wad if it was mine.
No,
Alright.
it wasn't. First
Alright,
of all,
anyway, let me-
Hamza's no, there's no teacher that likes
Can't put
Hamza's a
out
favorite
names out there.
student.
Everybody likes me, bro.
Yeah, don't be putting on no names out there, man. All right, but continue though. What was your story?
Oh, so, you know, Miss Black Year's class, we had a bathroom break. You know, everybody comes out the class, we go use the bathroom. And usually, we were like supposed to line up and go back to the class. But, you know, she trusted us. And so she just said, as soon as you guys use the bathroom, go straight to class, nowhere else, right? So, it was me and Yassine, right? So, as soon as we made that right turn, you know, like towards the hallway, we took off, right? See who was gonna make it first.
Who won? Make it clear right now.
Listen, I'm getting to there.
I just stumbled on the floor.
Listen, we were running, and then I don't know why I did it, but I tripped him, right? I tripped him. He rolled over towards the lockers, towards our classroom, and I tried to be dramatic, and I just fell back and hit the principal's office.
The door?
No, the wall. And I made a hole in it. Bro. So then man,
Excuse me, bro.
exactly.
What did you say?
The excuse, I said, what's it called? When we were running, I accidentally tripped over him, and then we both went we both went our separate ways.
Ali
Wait, you
always,
said you did what to the wall?
I made a hole in the wall.
Ali always fall in the races, man.
But the
Guys,
good thing
I
is-
know people are at home cracking up on this
Bro, the
story.
good thing
It's just
is,
me right now,
the good thing
this
is, I
hilarious.
actually
I
didn't
didn't
get.
even know about this.
I didn't get in trouble. I didn't get suspended or nothing. No detention.
Before Zach.
But listen,
What happened? What was your excuse?
I brought Yassine up and I told we tripped.
You brought Yassina.
Like I'm saying, like me and Yassine, we both tripped.
Did you say you were
When
running?
really it was my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, they knew we were running.
Okay.
And what's it called?
The principal obviously had to come out in this situation.
The principal, Mr. Dunn, and I didn't know because they were in a meeting, bro. Oh my god.
in her office?
They probably were in a meeting and they got shook.
They got shook, bro. They came out, Mr. Dunn. Ooh.
Was he
That
mad?
was the scariest time of my life. I was like, oh my god.
I can imagine that. Those are the principals that
It
handle
was so crazy, man.
Shout out to those people, by the way. They're all great people over there at handling all the admin
Great
team.
people.
Hamza, you got one, or you're like Zach. You don't have no excuses.
Nah, I made a few more like excuses, but in reality, it's just like excuses are jokes. To be honest, to me, like I tell me jokes. But one excuse, now that I think of school, probably it was when I was playing my game with my friends, and then like my controller like I died, and then like they're like, oh, you suck, what happened? And like I just keep unmuting my mic and muting it and act like I'm flagging. So like they think I'm flagging. So that's my excuse that I always use a lot. So like I mute it, unmute it, and like I speak. So like my voice cuts in and out. So they think I'm lagging.
So you be lying.
Exactly, that's an excuse. You know?
Wow.
I gotta die.
Did you
like
have
that.
one? Did you have one? We got people laughing, saying, Zach, can they see the chat? Yes, we can see the chat, by the way. They don't even know their left and rights at kindergarten. Yes, Asil, Anaham, El-Naham, by the
That's
way.
my friend right there. Shout out to him. Man.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Asil. Appreciate you for chiming in. Feel free to comment. You guys want to share your funniest excuses ever? Yusuf?
Man, I don't really have excuses, man. I just go.
Man, you got an
For real.
excuse every day.
Tell me one excuse, man.
My man, we're
one
about to go to
excuse.
question number
Court.
4.
I got you one
The
excuse.
next
I got
One
question,
excuse.
No,
there
I
might be a consensus for the number 4 answer.
What's the question?
Who gets the most excuse? I mean, who makes the most excuses
Wow.
at this table?
Okay, I
feel like it's gonna be a consensus.
Look where I'm at.
I got one excuse for Yusuf.
All right.
Saying he doesn't try in a basketball game. He
Facts.
does not try.
That's legit.
Now what is it? Now he does-
That's
No.
legitimate. It shows in the game. Like,
He
I don't-
tries until he say like knows he's about to
Exactly.
lose.
No,
Knows he's
what?
about to lose, then he stops trying every single time.
Y'all gonna make my blood pressure go. I'm telling you, listen.
Don't let your blood pressure go up, because this is what I was about to say, guys. Hey, right now Yusuf is getting punched in the corner right now. He's on the edge of the ring right now.
actually
Right?
surviving right now.
He is surviving. He's trying to swing back. All right, everybody's gonna have those days. Okay, so we're being vulnerable right now for y'all.
If we talk
all right?
about right now, you
So we
doing a great
appreciating
job in
y'all.
this
We
one.
keeping it real, and I appreciate you guys keeping it real.
For
okay?
today's
But
today.
can you explain to us? Because I have to agree with Hamza on this one, Yusuf. I sincerely believe that's making an excuse. Why is that a reason?
It's a reason. For example, when we do play a real game,
Yeah.
it shows why it's a reason.
Okay, you do play a lot better when you're more serious. So that should give you no reason to not be serious at any point at any game. Don't you agree with that?
It's real. I don't have to worry about wasting time.
Has that happened more than once? According to your definition, it's when it happens more than
What?
once, that's when it becomes an excuse. Over
It has,
time.
It has.
Yeah.
It has.
Over time.
It has. For you guys, it's an excuse. But if I say it to someone else, it's not. It's still a reason.
It's the same excuse, man.
Zach, did you come up with an excuse?
Huh?
Do you have an excuse? I'm
What
trying to
do
think for myself too right now, man. I'm trying to
Yeah, I
think.
don't know.
I know
Bridget
Zach has one. I
Bridget
think.
don't have the best excuses like other people. I don't remember.
Is that beginner has the best
So
excuse?
what about when you say you had no knees? Is that an excuse?
Right, that's an excuse.
That's an excuse.
That's 100% excuse.
This guy, we be seeing him ball on the court,
Alright.
running,
Alright.
Honestly,
back and
I pray that none of you guys will ever go through an ACL injury. Seriously, inshallah that never happens, because it is an injury that people would not want to play after one of them. You know what I'm saying?
For a month. You're right.
It is at
Yeah,
least a 6 to 9 month
yeah.
timetable, and even after the 6 to 9 months,
I think
mentally it does more to your probably your head than it maybe does to your body, because you start to question every single move that you make. All right, who would win in a boxing match, Zach or Ali? All right,
Where's that at? Where's that at?
that is the next question on the table.
Where's that at? I can't see that.
It is.
All right, it's the newest question. It's the newest question that just came out. AJ and Moresi. Shout out to AJ. We appreciate that comment. All right. Any excuses? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know. I can't think of one right now. Go ahead, Ramsey.
Court slippery.
The court is slippery.
that's a reason,
How slippery is it though?
bro.
But
Like,
if it's only one person can play.
Is that
No,
the
it's
court?
they're both
I can't.
playing and
if I
everybody's
look,
playing on the
see,
same
slippery
court,
court.
it's an
I
excuse.
can't play at my full potential, cause I'm like fast, and when I be too
So you gotta
fast,
adapt to the court, bro.
I can't.
That's an excuse.
That's an
I can't.
excuse.
It messes up how I want to play. I can't play right.
They're all playing on the same
If it's
court.
only one
Still,
person
but you
saying
guys are.
it, then I
We
think
all
it's
have
excuse.
different play styles.
You get better.
If it's
What?
more than one person saying it, he said.
No, if it's only one person saying it, then it's excuse.
That's a good reason.
That's how I think of it.
That's a
So
good
I'm
reason.
saying
And if
There's
you-
more people that says it.
and
Like
if
the
you also-
like at Flint, the place that we hoop at.
Mhm.
It's a good slippery court.
Also,
Bro,
if you're a
every
good
court is
basketball
Even
player,
Bridge,
you will adapt to
Sarah.
it.
Yeah, bridge. Those type of courts. That's why Hanley got the best court.
Alright.
It's fake wood though. That's why.
I still think. Still like. You could
Zach,
ball-
you're commenting
any
as you
shoes.
said
You're
that, by
literally
the way.
playing
No,
sandals.
no.
All right. Anyways, I like this. I like this where this conversation is going. So,
I have an excuse. I have an excuse. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I just remember it was like we were in an elevator, me, Rad, I think Brazil, and then we were on the garbage can because we had to like throw away all the stuff.
Community service.
No, it was like the second to last day of school. We had to like all the way the stuff, and she picked us. I don't know why. And then, you know,
Oh, I know what
and
you're
then the
talking
buttons, right? You know, well, like I don't know what the buttons do, but I don't know who pushed it. You know, but the buttons, the garbage can would keep hitting the buttons. And then we ain't know. So we just kept going back and forth. And then the garbage, not janitor came to us. Then who keep pressing the buttons? They called the the police, not the police, the firefighters.
No way.
Voilà. And then he was like, oh, we didn't do it. Maybe the garbage can did it. And then we went upstairs. See Miss Black here. She looked scared. We got scared. And I don't know why. She let me and Rod, but still go. And I just blamed on Rod. Made an excuse that the garbage hit it. And I saved my Cedar Point trip. He did it.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a story.
What a bad friend.
Alright, Cal Trey's on the line, by the way. We got Cal Trey. Let me just tell the story
I know
right quick, Cal Trey.
Trey.
I got a great excuse. I didn't even have the
Trying to
opportunity
be like, oh god.
to. I'm gonna give you guys an example of a moment. Like, to me, that was a funny moment. Like, anyways, alright, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I did not study for this test. I was in high school. Alright, my backpack was a backpack where I could, like, I mean, obviously, most of the backpacks are like that, but I could flip it open, and I had the study exam right there sitting next to me. Well, you know, where the flap was open, like, just in case somebody would come next to me, I'll just flip it back down and then flip it back open, and I had to study, you know what I'm saying? The study guide. Right there, and I'm in 11th grade, okay? High school. I'm in the zone, Ali. I'm in that boy like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in the zone, Rams, alright? Listen, don't ever copy. This is why you get caught, you know? It's not a good thing. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, me and my teacher, we had respect for each other, but in that moment's still in the back of my head, alright? So I'm in the zone, and you know what ends up happening out of all situations? This is why I met, like, that teacher's a real dude. He walks by and flaps my thing down and taps my shoulder and just keeps walking.
That's something Mr. Brogowski would do.
That boy flapped it down, tapped my shoulder, didn't look at me, and just kept walking. I looked at him, I felt so dumb. I went up to him after the class. So this is an excuse or a reason.
I would have dipped, boy.
I told him I just didn't study for the test. I apologize. Alright? And you know, he just graded it for what it was. You know what I'm saying?
You're accepting defeat, you know? You're
Yes.
accepting it. If you accept it, that shows your maturity. If you don't accept it, that's a lack of maturity.
Big time. Big time, guys. What I'm telling you, it's a big sign of maturity and immaturity, guys.
I wish Respo did that.
You know what I'm saying? Now, listen, at the end of the day, homie, let me tell you something. That was because I wasn't really doing that. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those moments where he was like, don't do this again kind of thing. Kind of, without saying it. Without saying it, he kind of said that. You know what I'm saying? Right or wrong?
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, that's what we got. Cal Trey, what's going on, Cal Trey?
All day, yes, sir. You know, it's Tony's replacement, not Caltrey, okay?
Tony's replacement's in the building. He's calling. What you got to say for us, Cal Trey?
Alright. Yusuf does make the most excuses, okay?
You said what?
What'd you say, Khaled?
Yusuf does make the most excuses.
What is excuse?
That's our next question is who at this table makes the most excuses, by the way, alright?
No excuse, man.
Alright, but go ahead, Cal. Go ahead.
Last week, right? So last week, right? You know how we lost?
Yes. Thank you, Cal. You guys lost by what reason?
Because of Khalid. Us three beat y'all.
How are you
Us three
blaming
beat y'all.
Khaled?
First of all, his defense was terrible.
I'm carrying you. My best is because I'm carrying you last week.
I heard he had to go to a doctor's visit because his back was hurting.
I heard y'all weren't passing.
Like 6 wins, over 6 wins each game.
Tony had to get insurance for Cal.
Khalid, your defense, like, You're not even following him. Yeah, what is this?
Uncle Ed on lockdown. I blocked him. You did not.
First of all,
Khalid.
if anything, I played better defense on
That's-
Uncle Ed than you.
Right, that was
All
And you
our
fouled
teammates.
out, bro.
Ali, if there's fouls, my
Time's
man.
up.
That's
Time's
the
up.
point.
Time's up.
I'm gonna foul him.
Even though he fought half their fouls, the ref was not gonna call none of them.
Uncle Eddie said he about to throw. You know when Uncle Eddie makes that threat? He's in his mode. All right. He's like, I'm throwing elbows.
Hey,
He's
look,
doing
look,
that.
look, we won because of that. He didn't do that. We lost. His defense was terrible. His offensive vision is terrible. All he did is stay in one corner.
Listen, you're making excuses right now. Guys.
I'm not making excuses. He's
You're all
blaming
making
us. He's blaming
excuses.
us. That's why I'm blaming back.
See, you're making excuses.
So you're gonna blame me?
You know, y'all blame game. This is the problem with this generation.
we're not
Y'all
blame-
in the blame game generation. I very rarely, you know, I used to do this stuff in high school, and it's possible. It's take responsibility of moments. You know, that shows leadership, guys. I'm happy you're doing this right now, Cal. And for people that are listening, that shows that is the number one sign of a good leader. All right? The number one sign of a good leader is they even take responsibility when it's not even their fault.
And
Because they're the leader.
And I'll take responsibility. But he's blaming us. What is he blaming us for?
You know what I'm saying? So you're taking responsibility when it's not even your fault. What you could say is, you know what? He's right.
But he's not right, though.
See? I'm telling you. You'll see 10 years from now when you watch this YouTube channel, you'll be like, man, I see what Ahmad is saying, man. I see what Ahmad is saying. Alright? Because once you start doing that, I'm telling you, that's the biggest sign of maturity, and that is the biggest sign of actually becoming a leader. That's when people can see that. That's when you get your quarterbacks. That's when you get your managers or supervisors in a team. When they realize that what's happening on their team, even if it's not their fault, it's their fault.
Ahmad,
Yes.
you know, if Khalid, if you would switch, you're blaming Khalid, Ahmad.
When we lost this past 3 times, every time y'all said it, I say it's my fault.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
I do.
No,
It is.
Stop capping.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, the last 3 times we lost to you guys,
But no, after the games, you saying that? No, you
That's
didn't.
cap.
Right.
You would blame it on Zindani.
Right.
You would blame
no,
it on
I would not.
defense.
I would yell at
You
them,
would-
but I'm not blaming them.
No good.
Wallah, I would yell at them, but I'm never sincerely blaming them because I know at the end of the day, I could have done more. Me, personally. Straight up. I'm yelling at them because I'm frustrated, but I will never blame them.
Hey, but I
would never say that Zindani is the reason why we lost.
But I was one of these, you know what I'm saying? Making them dance.
Who outplayed who
making
last week?
Making them
Exactly.
dance.
Hurry up. Thank you.
He's just saying it because he sucks too. He's terrible too.
Cal Trey,
continue.
you got us arguing, Cal Trey. You got us arguing all making excuses.
I have more points to you than all
Anyways,
LD.
like I said, excuses are normal. Excuses are normal, but at the end of the day, once you start limiting them, that's when I think you become more mature, and I think that's when you realize that you actually control your own destiny. You know, at the end of the day, stop blaming others. You know, take up responsibility, and there are some legit reasons why things happen, of course, but you know, try to limit them. Cal, any final word before we move on?
Good luck. Yusuf, you weak. Zach, hit the weight room. Ali, keep it up. Big hands. Yeah, that's it.
We got Ramsey too. We got Ramsey too.
Fat.
What you gotta say about Rams?
Big baller. Better than Zach.
All right, there we go. Cal Trey, great guy. Yalla, Cal. Cal Trey, great guy, great person. What school you go to? It was Hamtramck High School, by the way. So quickly, guys, who is the one that used the most excuses at this table?
Can we include you?
Yes.
Okay.
Who makes the most excuses at this table?
If you honestly
Who's
think
going
about
first?
it, like
It's
if
not
you,
me.
no, I'm saying if you honestly like actually think about it, it's Yusuf.
Oh yeah, I know.
But
It's
sometimes you know he could be joking, but like most of the time it's Yusuf.
Yeah, I mean that's my vote too. Let's keep it real. Hamza?
it's not.
No, I have respect for everybody in this table, but like, you know, Yusuf, you make excuses a lot, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the truth. And listen, at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to do this was just to joke around and have some fun with it. But my man Yusuf, let me tell you something though too. My man Yusuf be getting down. All right, he gets things done at the end of the day. So you know he does a lot, but you know excuses. If we had to vote, that's where our vote would go. So now we're going to the questions games. All right. So
Zach didn't
be
even
ready.
vote.
Be ready
I
right
did,
now.
I did.
I gotta check the score again. Who's in the lead right now?
Us.
Adi and Yusuf,
Oh, yeah.
7-6.
Zach
Adi and
sold.
Yusuf is in the lead.
Zach sold.
This is the part where you guys
All of a sudden, the rules changed in the middle of the game.
oh yeah,
Nah,
that was bold.
I literally watched last episode when you gave other people a chance.
That's not gonna happen. You get it wrong, you get minus point. If you want to answer it, that's what's gonna happen. I don't
Okay,
know what
but
the rules
the
were.
previous
but that's what's
episodes, you
gonna
let them get a
happen.
chance.
Then we changed the rules in the middle of it.
Who changed it?
We did. Remember, we said from now on, you get it wrong, you get a minus point, and you're not gonna get a chance to get another.
You
point.
never said that. You said you did it wrong, minus point. That's what you
Okay,
said.
but we're not gonna give. You're not gonna. They're not gonna get a minus one, and then you're gonna get a plus one. That's like you're automatically out of the game after that. You know, especially if it's like the second question. All right. So, are y'all ready?
Yeah,
The score is 7-6.
Okay, what
I didn't
question
Yusuf's lead.
What are the questions about?
Excuses.
Okay.
Very easy questions, some of them.
Okay, then I know what's one question for sure.
Fill in the blank.
Put your hand down, please.
Put your hand down, man. You are cheating.
My hand is down.
You're right to let me finish the question, too. These guys be over here trying to smack the table, people that are watching. They be trying to cheat. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
no, the buzzer is this. Don't not. It has to
Ready?
ring. You know what I'm saying?
My blank ate my homework.
He had it. He had it. He was right. Hey, he was right under. He had it.
I was
He
right
had
under
it.
it.
He was right under his hand.
He
was
under his hand.
Oh my! He just blaming Yusuf, bro.
Thank you.
It's the second time he did
Zach,
this.
it was easy, bro.
No, it wasn't,
Thank
bro.
you.
It was easy.
His hand was literally right under his hand.
What's the answer?
My dog.
My dog ate my homework
Thank
is
you.
the first correct
Yeah,
answer.
what kind of question?
It's a question. Maybe what kind of question is that?
He hit the buzzer way before.
No, he didn't. No, he did not. No, he did not.
Oh my
Just want to do this right quick. I'm gonna give him the little check mark of the rings. My dog ate my homework. It's a simple question. A lot of people use this excuse. It's the most basic excuse. Somebody mentioned it earlier in the show. Like, oh, what? They're on to my questions already.
Never used that
All
in my
right.
life, by the way.
Yes, I mean obviously because you probably never had a dog.
I used it before.
All right.
What's the
Number 2. Instead of making excuses, you should take blank for your actions.
Let's go.
Responsibility. Responsibility.
They didn't
Yeah,
ring.
but the buzzer. He did not hit that. I
I
did
did.
say it.
Bro, what the heck is that? Oh.
What? I got a rule up, Zach. Go ahead and say
No,
it.
I didn't.
What
Go ahead and
happened?
say it. You-
He hit the buzzer. He ain't do nothing.
Zach.
He ain't do
Go ahead
nothing.
and say it. I did.
Like-
It's not about the buzzer part. It's about the part you gonna let him say responsibility as the answer. That's
not responsibility?
Huh?
You should take responsibility for your actions.
Yes.
That's not it?
You should take accountability
Accountability? You didn't even say that.
What?
for your actions.
What is the difference between responsibility and things?
thought it was responsibility.
-1.
He didn't hit the buzzer. He didn't hit the buzzer. Next question. Next question.
You never said
Oh my
accountability
God.
ever today.
Right.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't. You said responsible.
Surprised. They even
Time out. First of all, he didn't hit the buzzer, Hamza. Good job.
I hit the buzzer.
Listen, I'm not gonna get you guys.
Whoa!
He didn't hit the buzzer. He didn't hit the
I'm
buzzer.
not gonna get you guys wrong because responsibility and accountability is very close.
I was
gonna
gonna
say
say
you guys.
close. Same thing.
I was gonna say accountability.
No, you was not. Come on, man. And I hit the buzzer.
Cheat, bro. Don't cheat.
No, you was not. You know what I'm saying? Ali. No. Stop. Come on. Let's
You got the wrong
answer.
answer.
You got the wrong answer.
Next
Where's
question.
time and money?
I
Come on.
can use a judgment.
That's two different
That's
things.
two different things. Responsibility and accountability is very close. You're being accountable, you're being responsible.
Right.
Exactly.
Come
You know what I'm saying?
You're doing this point or
So,
next
the
question?
word was no. You're not getting a point.
Come on,
but
man. This
you're
ain't
at
Family
zero.
Feud, man.
You're at 0. Here we go. We checked the thing.
Oh, bro.
We checked the thing and they gave it to him. All right, we gave it to him. All right.
Appreciate it, man.
What was the thing?
Excuses will always be there for you. Blank will not.
Oh,
Bro,
Oh,
excuses will always be there for you, but blank will not.
See what I'm
5,
saying? This literally holding my hand.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Zach.
Good job, because you guys lost.
let's go!
You guys should have said something, but I wasn't gonna give you guys that hint. 1-0. What's the answer, Rams? Man, the middle schooler. The middle schooler, alright?
Yeah, that's anything in this. That's anything.
No, Ramsey will keep
I
saying
understand.
answers, dude. I don't know if I peeked them out in the back. He been saying a couple answers. Alright, anyways, excuses will always be there for you, opportunity will not. So please take
When
advantage
did you ever
of
say that in this
opportunity.
podcast?
Nah, bro. Zach, you sold, bro.
How did I sell?
He knew the answer. Alright, 8-6. Alright?
What's
8-6.
the game? 10?
No, man, keep it going.
Yeah, we keep going.
Keep it going till it goes, alright?
You get tired or
So,
something?
now we're going into the 4-bar/word of the day. We have a word for you guys, and that word is finesse. You know, people hear about that word. I don't know if you guys actually know the definition of that word. Finesse means to handle, deal with, or do something in an indirect or skillful or clever way. Alright? So basically, that's what finesse means: to handle, deal with, or do something in an indirect or skillful or clever way. You hear that word? You know, I finessed him, or I finessed this, or finessed that, blah blah blah. So the word of the day is finesse. Anybody on this table got bars?
I got a bar. I could say
I got
the
bars.
time.
I can say the time.
Like I could say a time where.
Oh, you use that
Situation.
moments? Okay.
Yeah, I
Okay. Hopefully, y'all got a time to say the situation.
I got it.
No, I'm
Go ahead,
saying.
Zach.
Oh, go ahead.
You know, last time I played basketball, you know, almost got me.
Oh, I was gonna go.
Book that finesse is good. Do this every day, boy.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I was looking.
How'd you finesse
I was
music?
looking making them dance, you know.
All right.
You ever seen like the like disco, disco? You know, you're over there.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. All right, Hamza T.
I got bars.
Oh no, you got bars. Then let's save you last. All right,
Alright,
Alex.
so time where I finished Omar.
Everybody's finessing me right now.
We were playing basketball. You know, Zach was guarding Omar. Omar was checking Zach. Omar grabbed the rebound, and then he looked over at Zach like get up, little fella. And then I came up from behind him. I finessed the ball, took his cookies,
Then what happened a little after?
and I told him.
No, it's okay. It's
Alright, then what happened after?
Those are finesse.
And we scored. What happened after 2 days later? We scored. Come on now. Best trio ever, boy.
Well, I just want to let you know I was not looking at Zach at that play.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. Yes, you
I was
were.
looking
Yes, you were.
to where I was gonna
Stop.
pass.
Isn't
Yes,
that
you were.
like,
You're
he had
like
the ball
this.
in one hand and
Right.
everything?
Alright.
It was because I was calming down. I promise you, I was looking at Zach the play before. On that play, I was not looking at
Yes,
Zach.
you were.
I was stopping and I was literally tired and looking around who I was gonna throw it to because I was
I mean,
exhausted.
you didn't move after the
I
rebound.
know I didn't. That's my whole point. All right, you were probably like right here behind me.
I got it funny.
I was looking there, but go ahead. I do remember that play.
There's
Yes.
one time we were at an amusement park, and I believe it was that Memorial Park in Joseph Campo. I mean whatever that carnival we always have every year.
Yeah.
And then it was late night, and so you can't really see people in line. So we were going on this ride, and you had to be a certain height. You remember Sam, BG son.
Oh my God. I
He's not that tall, so
Oh
we had to
my.
finesse the way in, and we literally he walked behind me, and he was in the middle of me and Ali. So we both walked together. Literally, he did not see the person checking people. We literally walked right into the right.
Great,
Oh,
great,
so-
great one. The using the word finesse in a situation. Hamza T.
He didn't have a wristband or anything too.
That's finessing.
That's crazy.
That is finessing. We don't encourage that, by the way,
no.
but that is
Don't do
finessing.
that.
That's finessing. Hamza T, you got the bars, I got some bars, and then Ali's gonna end us off with some weekend motivation, inspiring your weekend, by the way. But Hamza T, the bar king, alright? Until somebody changes it, he is the bar king, so give him his crown. Alright, give the guy his crown. Go ahead, Hamza T. Give him his crown.
I do everything in a better way, and in finesse. People think I'm a show off, but I ain't trying to impress.
Oh!
I work hard every day. All my work will be a success.
Mm.
I hit the gym a lot, and I see a lot of progress. Zach, put your hoodie back on. Your hair looks like a mess.
Oh!
You playing checkers while I'm playing chess.
Oh, man, that's my line, man. Yeah.
I had to put it in,
Oh, that boy, I like this, man. See, but Hamza T still spam bars.
Man, that's easy. That's easy.
That was mine. I had to take
Why
it.
don't you do it, Yusuf? Let me. Huh?
Oh, he said time.
See? That's easy work. That's what we talking about right
I did
there.
it on purpose for you guys, bro.
Man, I don't know if I should be spit him anymore, man. This guy, man. Alright. While others are playing hold on, I'm sorry. Forget all this mess, it's time to finesse. While others are playing checkers, I'm playing chess. People get mad at you when you doing it the best. Don't worry about these haters, they're all just a test. Keep wanting more and never expect less. And always say alhamdulillah so you can continue to be blessed. Alright, that's how you use the word finesse.
Isn't it checkers, chess the same thing?
No. Chess is like you have to think of
Checkers
a
is
move
easy.
Chess is fun.
as a future move.
You
before
gotta
even
think.
make the
Yeah,
move.
you gotta think like
So
three
basically,
moves
that's
ahead.
basically Connect 4.
No.
No.
Connect 4.
Isn't it Connect 4 3 moves ahead? You have to think
No,
about.
not really. Connect 4 is like one move ahead.
Chess 4 is like a baby game. Chess is like.
Yeah, Mila be playing Connect 4, my guy. Come on, man.
No, you don't.
Chess be out there. She beat you that one time, man.
Chess, I'm actually low key underrated in chess. I'm actually pretty good at it. I ain't gonna lie.
I have never played chess before, to be honest with you guys.
I don't know how to
I
play
was a
chess.
very great
I played
champion.
I played checkers and chess. 9th
He
grade.
did lucky beat champion. I don't know why.
Really?
What? Yeah.
You're the chess champion?
Yeah, great and third.
I think yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
You should be playing chess against people, man. Walking around, beating people in chess. That's like a
If I forgot,
advertisement. That's an advertisement, right?
Great. I was like the checker
Before we do the Monday motivation, by the way, I gotta give a shout out to the second sponsor today, which is the Balkan House Restaurant. Shout out to the Balkan House Restaurant, located on 3028 Kniff Street, Hamtramck, Michigan. They are a gold sponsor of all shows, as well as Give to Gain, by the way. They're famous for their doner kebab sandwich. They even serve breakfast. All their food is halal. Their service is A1. They always give back to the community. Shout out to Juma, shout out to Hassan, shout out to everybody, all the workers over there at the Balkan House. Go ahead, give us a couple shout outs, Hamza. Name off everybody if you got to right now. Let's give them a shout out right now, man.
Like, top of my head, there's a lot of people, like a lot of people like come and go, but like, shout out to the real one that stayed. Tahir, I'll give you one. Armin the cook, probably the best cook in the restaurant so far. That's all I can think of, other than some other names.
Yes, great people over there at the Balkan House Restaurant. Shout out to everybody over there. We had a great episode on Table Talk that was about, the situation that's happening in Bosnia, the conflict with Serbia, and, shout out to Juma, was the middle woman in a situation of getting us connected with her nephew, Dennis, who did an amazing job, all right, man? He was very good. Very good. Even Mr. Sarkic, man, they were great speaking and educated and informed. So shout out to the Balkan House Restaurant. We appreciate them. They even help us outside of the restaurant as well. All right. Weekend motivation. Ali Abdullah, talk to me.
All right. Let me just put my phone on low power mode. All right. So today's weekend motivation is brought to you by Ali Abdullah. This isn't my quote. But, quote is, don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done.
Wow. Deep. Let me give you a round of applause on that one, but then I want you to repeat it again, because, we can make this as the whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Second.
It's a simple quote, but you gotta actually think about it.
Can you repeat it again, sir?
Don't stop when you're tired, stop when you're done.
It's a nice quote.
So this applies to many things in life.
Can you give us an example?
For an example. Okay, we good. Gym. Working out. You're finishing your last reps and you say, I can't finish it, but you stop. The goal is to not go into the next set, but still at least try to finish those last reps and then move on. Or like on the court, playing basketball. Don't give up on a play. You see a guy open, you're just sitting there, he's taking his time, getting ready to shoot. Get up there. Everyone might be tired, but at the same time, you stop when the game is over and done. That's pretty much what I gotta say.
What a way to end it. Someone asked, are we going to have Misspoken Motel? We do want to start having some guests on the show. We definitely do, just to have some fun with that as well. But hopefully we'll see. We'll see what happens. Inshallah, we plan on doing that soon. But with that said, this was another episode. Episode 20, by the way, guys. We officially hit the 20th mark of the Movement Podcast. The topic's about excuses. You can listen to it on Oz Media 313's YouTube page, or you can watch us on Oz Media 313's YouTube page. Listen to us on Apple and Spotify podcasts under Oz Media. We have to end it with another episode of The Movement.
The Movement.
We'll see you all next week, 12 o'clock. We'll see what the topic is. We'll discuss it and be ready for it. By the way, if you guys ever have anything you want us to talk about, message these guys on Instagram. You can message us on Instagram, Motivate Me 313. Let us know what it is that y'all want us to discuss. We'll talk about it. Anything that's happening right now, with the younger generation, how we can build it up with the older generation and then in the middle generation and stuff like that. We're here for it. We're ready to talk about it. Thank you. We'll see y'all next week.